We're going to explain how to connect a VDG, video display generator, to a motherboard. This usually involves connecting the VDG's output to the motherboard's video input, but the specifics depend entirely on the type of VDG and motherboard you have. 1. Identifying your components. First, you need to identify the type of video output your VDG has. Common types include VGA, DVI, HDMI, and DisplayPort. Check the back of your VDG for these ports. Next, identify the video input ports on your motherboard. Most motherboards have at least one, but they might be integrated into the motherboard itself, or they could be on a separate expansion card. Again, look for VGA, DVI, HDMI, or DisplayPort. 2. Matching connections. The key is to find a matching connection type between your VDG and your motherboard. If you have a VDG with a VGA output and your motherboard has a VGA input, that's a direct connection. You'll just need a VGA cable. Similarly, you would use a DVI cable for DVI connections, an HDMI cable for HDMI connections, and a DisplayPort cable for DisplayPort connections. 3. Using adapters if necessary. If the output on your VDG and the input on your motherboard don't match, you'll need an adapter. For example, if your VDG has an HDMI output and your motherboard only has a VGA input, you will need an HDMI to VGA adapter. These adapters are readily available online and at most electronics stores. Make sure you purchase an adapter that's compatible with both the VDG's output and your motherboard's input. Choosing the right adapter is crucial. A poorly chosen one may not work at all or could damage your components. 4. Connecting the cable. Once you have the correct cable or adapter, carefully plug one end into the video output port on your VDG and the other end into the corresponding input port on your motherboard. Ensure the connection is secure. Sometimes there are small screws or latches to secure the connection. 5. Powering on and testing. After making the connection, turn on your computer and VDG. Your monitor should now display the output from the VDG. If you don't see anything, double-check all connections and make sure the VDG is powered on correctly. Try a different cable or adapter if you suspect a problem with the one you're using. Also, ensure that your monitor is properly set to the correct input source. 6. Troubleshooting. If you're still having trouble, there might be a problem with the VDG, your motherboard, the cable, the adapter, or the monitor itself. Try troubleshooting each component individually to identify the source of the issue. Check your BIOS settings to ensure that the graphics card or onboard video is enabled and configured correctly. If the problem persists, consult your motherboard and VDG manuals for further troubleshooting instructions, or seek assistance from a computer technician. Remember safety first. Avoid touching any internal components while the system is powered on.